Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League, and this team is falling apart. 1-5 after 6 games. We're approaching the halfway point in this season, and there is nothing exciting about this team. Maybe you could say a few of the pitchers are exciting. We have seen our team just completely disintegrate. No one effective offensively. Our pitching staff gets left in for well too long, and nothing's going right. We tore this team apart. We have replaced half of the team, I would say. Actually, let's do the count here. Let's see: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 out of the 22 players are not from the original draft. That's where we're at right now. So quite embarrassing for sure. After all the success we saw with the Outlaws, it is really hard to watch this team play, but we have to find a way to make them successful. So I'm going to go ahead and do a suggested lineup first. We're going to see where we're at here. Mark Panther in center. That's our DH right there. I'll probably make a change here, but I just want to look around and see what's going on. Tucker Long at first, Jack at second. I thought he was tense, but apparently not. I'm going to keep Case Hendricks at third base, and Forrest is going to get the day off. Sullivan Reddy at short, Rocco Marshall and right. Let's see what our other options are here. Well, I think Colby Foster is going to be our primary right fielder. I think I like that better in right field versus Rocco. Rocco can play left field, but instead I'm going to have, let's see, who will we give the first? Let's give this one to Vincente Vainman. Let's see what he does. He just got a little contact boost naturally. So give him a chance there. And then we're going to have Turf Woodard at catcher. What do you do with this team? Let's let Marv Panther... actually, let's let Sullivan Reddier get the number 1 spot in the order. Let's see how that goes. Marv Panther, number 2. Jack Mars is our number 3 hitter. Tucker Long, 4. And then the rest of this team is just embarrassing. Colby Foster, I'm going to put you at 5. Then Skyler, and then Vainman, and then Woodard, and then Case. Actually, Case will go in front because he's faster. Oh, boy. We're home. Let's use the home uni. I think it's been a minute since we've been home. And we're going to be facing off against the Below Zeros in NOLA East. So let's play ball. Let's watch this train wreck of an episode. Yeah, I would love to hear, your feedback. I again, as I said, these are being recorded well further in advance than when you're seeing them. And so you can't really give me any live feedback, and I apologize for that, but I wouldn't be able to keep up on a consistent schedule if I didn't record these in advance. Leanna Welch gets the leadoff spot for the Below Zeros. I'd like to see her be successful today. And she'll start with a fastball. She pulls into the right field corner. Colby Foster will get to it somewhat quickly. Leanna Welch sliding into second base with a leadoff double to start the day. Jess Trujillo had a terrible first inning against the Skimmers in her first start, and she is looking to see if she can do a little bit better, and it's not going to happen as this one lofted into left field, carrying, and it's going to get out. Lands about a row deep, just barely reaches the left center field bleachers. 2-run shot for V. Tent, his first home run and 3rd RBI of the season. It is a 2-0 ball game after about, 2 pitches, maybe 3. Jess Trujillo likely tense. Yep, she is. 2 pitches. That's great. Here comes Connor Sandoval. Connor is locked in. I imagine he's probably going to be excited to see a pitch. This one gently sent into right field. Colby Foster will catch that for out number 1. Big hitter here, Joshua Woods, looking for an off-speed pitch at tier 3. And great power, great contact. One of the best in the league. Pulls the first pitch he sees foul. Jess still tense. She gets strike 2 here, so 0-2 count against Woods. And he'll dribble one off the end of the bat over to second base. Jack Mars will toss it first for out number 2. Keep in mind, we've seen Jess start terribly and then recover decently. But this is not a good trend for her, and I can't imagine continuing to bring her in going forward if this is the result that we're going to see. She's not young enough that we can let her suffer through her struggles. She's about 26, base hit right through the middle there. Flown Corona on first. I think she has really solid speed, and she gets a mojo boost. So add that to the list of things not going well for the favorites. Yeah, she is above 100 in speed right now. They check on the runner. She retreats back safely. RJ Solomon batting .077. This is probably his breakout game. Swings through strike 2. 2 outs. Runner takes off for second. Foul ball. RJ Solomon stays alive. Runner takes off again. Another base hit up the middle. Flown Corona will fly over to third base and will reach just under the tag. Nice throw from Marv Panther, but with his weak arm and no cannon arm activating, it's not going to help him out. Zeke Noggins comes up batting .077, so we already saw one batter below 100 get a base hit. Let's see if we can get 2. Jess still tense. Runner takes off for second on a hit and run, blooped over shortstop. Sullivan Reddier gives it his best effort, but oh my God, he almost pulled Manny Ramirez trying to cut off that ball from the left fielder he was standing right next to. So another base hit from someone who couldn't hit bat above 100 prior to this game. Rally stopper is activated for Jess Trujillo with her tense mojo after 21 pitches. There's another base hit for, what was that, Charlie Day or whatever her name is? I don't know. Norbert Waller comes up. No hits on the season. He looks like he might be their backup catcher. Jess still trying to just get out of this inning. 2 outs, bases loaded. Can Norbert get his first hit of the season? He'll take a ball high, 2-1 count, or 1-2 count, excuse me. Ball in the dirt for ball 2. Nice block from Woodard. Called strike 3. The ump is excited, and that's about the last of the excitement we'll see for the day for the favorites as they give up 3 runs on 6 hits in the first inning. So we're already at a deficit, something we're used to. Sullivan Reddier comes in, batting .353 with 2 RBIs. One of the only consistent players on this favorites team. Nola East with an elite 4-seam fastball. That ball is flying in at about 101 miles an hour. Nice 5-pitch at bat for Sullivan Reddier. He gets the walk, so he'll be on first base. Marv Panther will come up. Great contact, great speed, no power, and that has been his struggle. Runner takes off for second immediately. Ball in the dirt, misplayed by Intent, the second baseman, and that's going to be a stolen base for Reddier. So what we wanted Forrest Ponce to do, Sullivan Reddier is doing it naturally. He doesn't need the traits to boost him. Marv Panther will pop up into foul territory. It's going to stay in play, and there's Waller catching that for out number 1. Runner in scoring position for Jack Mars, whose average has dropped substantially over the last 2 games, down to .250, 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. We'd like to see him get going. He falls behind 0-2 against Nola East. Makes contact there, stays alive, and pulls a foul. Well inside, 102 miles an hour. That 2-tier elite 4-seam fastball, another one outside. Blooped. Popped up right behind the plate. Catching that as Norbert Waller has to be careful that the on-deck batter doesn't swing and hit him in the head. That's going to be 2 outs, 2 pop-ups. Tucker Long comes up looking for his first hit as a favorite. Ball 1 inside. Ball 2. Tucker being patient. Swings at a fastball he liked, but it was at the bottom of the zone. Doesn't make good contact. A leadoff walk followed by a stolen base. The runner is left stranded on second in scoring position. 3 consecutive outs, and In the first inning, the below zeros managed to work themselves all the way through their lineup, and now they reach the top of the order once again. Leanna Welch with a leadoff double in the top of the first. Takes a strike at the bottom. And this one, fastball sent to left center field, hard and high, right off the top of the wall. Cannon arm will activate, but not nearly in time as Leanna Welch has her second double of the day. I said I wanted her to be successful, but I guess maybe I should have taken that back. It was going to happen no matter what, so good for her. Runner on second. No outs for V Tent. V had a huge home run in his first at-bat. He's locked in. That volatile trait really helping him out at Tier 3. His Tier 2 bunter as well, but he's going to swing away. Grounds to second base, and that's going to be out number one. Welch advances to third base on that ground out. With one out, Connor Sandoval comes up. He's locked in as well. Takes ball to start, and on a 2-0 count, line drive right up the middle and right past the face of Jess Trujillo. Easily scoring is Leanna Welch, and this is now a 4-0 ball game. Joshua Woods, we managed to get him out last time. I think he grounded out. Grounder here immediately to Sullivan Reddier, hit very hard on that off-speed pitch that he was geared up for, but it's going to be a quick double play to end the inning. Another run scores, however, and it is 4-0. Colby Foster will have Tier 2 rally starter to begin the bottom of the second. Takes a ball inside. We'll see what he can do here, if anything. Batting .333. I think that means he's 1 for 3. And he'll push one foul, followed by a taken strike. 2-2. Hit hard deep center field, but it looks like it's going to hang up. Right at the warning track is for Corona, catching that right up against the wall. That's a little bit of life. I like to see that from Colby Foster. He's a guy I'm kind of hopeful for. I think maybe we can develop him a bit. Obviously, we need a little bit of luck on our side. But he might be a guy that we could develop into a viable starter. Stewart skies one to the right field, and that's going to be popped out for out number 2, excuse me. And Vincente Vainman comes up. Not much to be excited about for him. He'll take strike 1. Swings through strike 2, well late on 101 miles an hour from East. And she's not going to get him to chase on that one out of the zone. It just gives him the 100-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle. He swings and misses, can't catch up to it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for East. That'll end the inning, and now top of the third, Flona Corona, 1 for 1 with a single. She's going to lead off this top of the third. Takes ball low out of the zone. And 40th pitch for Jess. She has Tier 1 workhorse, which helps her slow down a little bit, but with her being tense, it doesn't matter. Reddier with a nice backhand. He gets it over to first in time for out number 1. We're going to hope that RJ Solomon can get out here. He did reach safely his last time up, but this time pops up straight to shortstop. Reddier moves to his left by 1 step, I believe, and then gets the out for number 2. This one pop fly to right field. Kobe Foster under that catches it. So a 1-2-3 inning for Trujillo, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the third. The favorites looking to do something, down by 4 right now, and Nola East is locked in, just peppering the strike zone here. 0-2 count, and Case Hendricks takes a ball and a strike right there at the top of the zone for out number 1. So far, we managed to lead off this game with a walk, and that's the extent of the production for our offense. Again, I think we somewhat knew that, but there's at least 2 or 3 players on this team that should be doing something. Cough, Jack Mars, cough. Sullivan Reddier did his job to lead things off. I think Marv Panther is capable of doing. There's another strikeout for NOLA East. I think Marv Panther should be doing more than he is. I think, of course, Forrest Ponce, he's on the chopping block. If he can't figure things out, we're giving him a day off, see if he can right the ship, but I don't have a lot of hope. Sullivan sends this one to deep left field down the line, and it's going to hit off the, just misses the foul pole. Sullivan Reddier pulls one down the line, says, I have to do it all by myself. He's going to have a 358-foot home run, his first of the season, third RBI, just barely getting that one out. Leaping attempt from the left fielder to no avail, but that's going to be in his favorite spot as he sends that down the left field line. I don't know. I still have to work on getting some home run calls for this team. By the way, speaking of recording these in advance, this one's sent to right center field. This one's going to get down all the way to the wall. Floyd Corona gets to it, but it's going to be a double for Marv Panther. So maybe I put a little fire underneath them with the complaints. I don't know. Whatever it was, I'll take it. Speaking of recording these in advance, we're still at the beginning of season 3 of the Outlaws that are being posted live right now. And so that's how early I am on these recordings. Again, I like to record in advance that as Jack Mars strikes out to end the inning. Like to record in advance to make sure I can keep everyone on a schedule. I'm not always able to record consistently, so when I have some time, I just try and knock out as many as I can. Also, there's been a few of these seasons where I've just been excited to see what was going to happen, and while you all have to wait for these videos, I do have the privilege of recording them as often as I can, and I'd like grounder to short and an easy play for Reddier. We'll get Charlie Roy was her name, not Charlie Day. And now Norbert Waller will come up tense. Pops the first one foul. Jess Trujillo will get a grounder to second. Jack Mars will toss it to first, out number 2. And now we reach the top of the order for the third time. Leanna Welch, 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and scored twice. She's batting .348 now with 3 home runs and 6 RBIs. We'll see what she does here, as she has been able to time up Jess pretty well. She'll take a strike at the top of the zone, just at 50 pitches. Gets an off-speed pitch. This one sent to center field on a line. Marv Panther, with his quick speed, gets over there in time, and that's going to end the inning. So a nice another 1-2-3 inning for Jess Trujillo. That's 2 in a row now. But again, just like the last time, she starts off really slow, and that ends up being her downfall. 4-1 ball game. I would say that it's not necessarily done yet, but NOLA East has been cruising, and we don't have any offense. 1-2 count. Tucker will hit a fastball right to second base. That'll be out number 1. Now Colby Foster comes up. Now he made solid contact. A rally starter will be activated again for him. He made good contact against NOLA East last time. She's getting tired. And this time he sends it up the box, and that's going to be a 1-out base hit for him. With good speed on, we'll see Skylar Stewart come up. She flew out to right her last time, and now looking for an opportunity to get her first base hit. She has Tier 3 bunter, but I hope she doesn't use it because she has no speed to use to leverage that. Makes good contact there, but late, goes foul, 1-1 count. NOLA East back to neutral. A 55th pitch is pushed foul. Checking on the runner, is going to be able to retreat back to first in time. No speed on the, or no arm behind the plate and tense, so that's good for any runners. Ooh, Skylar Stewart sends it to deep left field. This one's going to get right over that short wall. One of the benefits of being at Colonial Plaza is the very short porch in left field. It can also hurt you, but Skylar Stewart, her first hit as a favorite is a 2-run homer, and somehow we are back in this ball game. 4-3. NOLA East has made a few mistakes, and she's going to get pulled for former Outlaw Kenneth Donovan. Kenneth, known for his good junk and velocity, but poor accuracy. He'll have a tier 2 elite curveball, along with tier 2 reverse splits, which is not active in this at-bat, only against the lefties. 2-2 count. Vaneman will foul one off here. And he pops it up. It's going to be in foul territory, but playable. Easy catch for Norbert Waller. And that's going to be out number 2. So there you see what tier 2 reverse splits does. Case Hendricks comes in and will be completely demoralized. So we're going to pull Hendricks. We're going to bring in Forrest Ponce. Haven't really seen us do too many moves with our extra players, maybe because they're all so bad. Forrest Ponce will foul one off, takes the ball high. 2 outs. Kenneth Donovan will give up a base hit to right center field, and nice way to cut that off. Good angle from Flown Corona, and it's going to be a base hit here with 2 outs. So Forrest Ponce will get his mojo back. Coming in off the bench helps him out, and now he will be standing on first base. Tier 2 stealer. Rocco Marshall comes in to replace Turf Woodard. Kenneth Donovan checks on the runner at first. Now he's finding himself in a bit of trouble. Tying run at first. They check on the runner again. They know he is planning to steal with that weak arm behind the plate. He takes off now. Taken for a strike. Rocco Marshall does not swing. It's going to be an easy steal for Ponce. Standing in scoring position now. Rocco Marshall, tier 1 outside pitch. And he dribbles one to first base. Josh Wood will scoop it up and step on the bag to end the inning. We got a 2-run homer from, of all people, Skylar Stewart down the left, or in left center field, and that gives us a little bit new life. You can hear the energy back in my voice. Dina Andrews will come to catch. Forrest Ponce will stay at third, replacing Hendricks, and V-Tent comes up locked in. Jess still on the mound here in the top of the 5th. 55th pitch here is pulled to second base. Jack Mars gets it on the short hop, and he'll toss to first in time for out number 1. Connor Sandoval, 1 for 2 with an RBI today. He's locked in. Good hitter here. And gets this one into center field, but Marv Panther is able to get it in quickly, or get in there quickly and catch that for out number 2. Now here comes Joshua Woods. He's 0 for 2 today, but definitely always a threat. And there, oh my gosh, Jess just saw her life flash before her eyes. It skimmed right past her face, and that's going to get into center field for an easy base hit. And now with a max pressure situation, locked in, Flown Corona with tier 2 first pitch slayer. Jess, tired, should be pulled right here. Gets a strike on the curveball. That's going to stay inside. 60th pitch here for Jess. She should be pulled. I'm going to say it right now. Fouls it off. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Strike 3 called. Flown Corona loses her mojo, and the favorites get out of it. Nice pitching from Jess Trujillo. Her 3rd quiet inning. She did give up 1 base hit, but that's the only runner in the last 3 innings combined for the below zeros. So now, sorry about that. I just dropped my phone. Reddier will pull that one. It's going to be a grounder to third. So Sandoval gets that over to first in time for out number 1. Marv Panther now coming up 1 for 2 with a double. And gets this one. Oh my goodness. Connor Sandoval gets up and catches that one. I was hoping it was going to bounce off his glove, but he makes the clean play. Now Jack Mars, come on, dude, step up. His average down all the way down to 222. Fouls off a pitch that was well too high. That it was an easy ball. Takes that one, so 2-1 count for Jack. And gets this one over the glove of the shortstop. It's going to go all the way into left center field, all the way to the wall. Getting to it is Zeke Noggins, but going to be cruising into second base with a double is Jack Mars with 2 outs. And now Tucker Long comes up. He's still looking for his first hit as a favorite. Kenneth Donovan gets pulled for Katrina Parker. Katrina with a tier 2 elite 4-seam fastball along with a slider. Has tier 2 easy jumps. So you might see Jack consider trying to take off for third. 1-1 count. Chasing outside again is Tucker Long, chasing the fastball. This time left center field. Tucker Long gets his first hit of his favorites career, and it's going to be a double, and it's going to score the tying run. Here in the bottom of the fifth, the favorites have battled back. You can hear the crowd getting into it. They finally have some momentum going for them. Colby Foster, who's 1 for 2. We're in a max pressure situation. Colby gets pulled for Vito. Vito comes in with his tier 2 clutch and first pitch Slayer at tier 1. Takes a strike for, I guess he takes strike 1. Strike at the top of the zone. Fastball. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Pulls one foul. Come on, Vito. His first at-bat is a favorite, is a grounder to second base. A weird hop, but Tent is able to react perfectly, and he'll get that to end the inning. So we head to the last inning. Game's tied 4-4. We saw a lot of these battles so far this season. Maybe it's not necessarily a lost cause, but we have a lot that we have to hope for. And oh my God, Jess is still out there. 62 pitches, completely gassed. 0-2 count. Man, she should not be out there anymore. I'm so sick of this. We're going to blow this game because she's going to get people in scoring position, or she's going to give up a home run. And then oh my God, nice pitch there as she gets the strikeout called. I don't have any faith that we're not going to blow this game here in the seventh. Jess finally gets pulled for crisp lopside. Thank goodness. Chris has not been looking very crisp this year. And a grounder to second base. Jack Mars, 27% chance to misplay that, and he does. That's frustrating. He's usually pretty consistent at second. He has made that play more times than not. Unfortunately, when we needed him to, this time he doesn't. Bad jumps at first base despite the good speed. Tense Dina Andrews behind the plate with a weak arm. So a lot of things, and very low velocity for Chris Flopside as well. So there's a lot of factors in play here. Runner takes off on the off-speed pitch. Dina Andrews throws it in the dirt. Jack Mars had him, but misplays the ball, and it's going to be a stolen base. That's embarrassing. Grounder to oh my goodness, why? Oh my God, Sullivan Reddier had the guy dead to rights to third. He's the potential winning run. They decide to get the out at second base or at first base. Barrett Andrews will come in to replace Norbert Waller with 2 outs. Needs a hit here. Barrett will take strike 1. Chris Blopside gets another strike there. So 1-2 count with 2 outs. Top of the zone, fouled off. Gets strike 3, Chris Blopside. Whew, that was so scary. Somehow, we are still alive. Heading into the bottom of the 6th inning, our last chance before extras. Can we win this before we go into extras? Barrett gets pulled for Ward Mercury. Ward behind the plate here. He's tense. Skylar already has 1 home run in her second at bat, her first hit of her career with us. 2-1 count. The closer is already at half stamina. 2-2 now full. Skylar Stewart chases the inside slider for strike 3. That'll be out number 1. Vincente Vainman now comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today in his debut as a favorite. This would be a nice place for him to get his first hit. Takes strike 2, 1-2 count. A dribbler foul. Nice play by Ward Mercury, but it's going to be called foul. That's a strike. Forrest Ponce growls as he steps into the box with 2 outs here. Max pressure, 1 for 1 with a single. Trip Hahn will come in, locked in already, and he'll replace the closer. So now it'll be really tough. Forrest Ponce sends it to deep left field. Doesn't have enough. No, it's going to die at the warning track. Zeke Noggins catches that 1 step away from the wall. You can see the pitchers in the bullpen for the favorites are just like, dang it, now we have to pitch longer. And so We're going to head to extras, folks. Leanna Welch will lead off the top of the 7th. She's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, scoring 2 runs. Chris Blopside has to be very careful. He has a 4-seam and a 2-seam, but he has no velocity, so he doesn't want to give that fastball to Welch. Instead, he does, and it's right on the inside part of the plate. I don't think she was expecting it. And that's going to be strike 3, so nice pitching from Chris Blopside. If I had to choose between the two of them, I'll pick our guy every time. V10 comes up. Despite the volatile trade and him getting out in his last at-bat, he is still locked in, batting .556, and he'll get a base hit here. So his hot streak continues. Potential winning run at first base with 1 out. Connor Sandoval is locked in. He comes up, offsets that tier 2 reverse splits from Chris Blopside. Runner takes off for second immediately. Dina Andrews gets it down in time, or not in time, but she makes a clean throw. Her being tense just really does not help us out right now. That's going to be one of our biggest areas of opportunity, is improving at behind the plate. Jack Mars will get the slow dribbler to second base, over to first in time for out number 2, but the runner advances from second to third on the ground out, and now Joshua Woods comes up 1 for 3. Takes a first pitch strike. Crisp at the end of his day. This one, over the glove of leaping Forrest Ponce, and the below zeros take the lead here in the top of the 7th. Oh man, I think this is where it's gonna all go downhill. Flown Corona comes up. Crisp stays in after throwing 25 pitches. Not much speed over there at first base. Bad jumps activated as well. Probably still better than the arm of Dina Andrews. And a grounder off the glove of Chris Blopside. Jack Mars can't recover in time. It's going to be an infield single. Chris Blopside could not make a clean play, and that's going to allow this inning to extend. So they finally pull Chris Blopside. They bring in Jericho House again. He has gotten so much playing time. I think this is his 4th, maybe 5th appearance this season through 7 games. A grounder down the line off the glove of Tucker Long, and it's going to allow a runner to head home and score from second base. Another infield single, and it extends the lead to 6-4 in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. That run credits to Chris Blopside. Good speed over there at third base. Jericho House will get a strike call. He lost his K collector trait after some development. 3-1 count. That misses the inside part of the plate for ball 4. I call bullshit again. Charlie Roy now comes up. Jericho with his tier 3 elite 4-seam fastball hits 101 on the gun. Gets ahead 0-2 quickly to Roy, and she'll foul one off. Now bases are loaded. 2 outs, 0-2 count. Ball at the top of the zone, just missing the top of the strike zone. This one gets fouled back. Staying alive is Roy. Looking to see if she can add a little bit more in reinforcement, and she will. Ball hit up the middle. Base hit. Another runner scores. Bases remain loaded. Ward Mercury is tense. 222 average with 2 RBIs. Tier 3 off-speed hitter. Jericho House is tense. Gets the slider. It's going to be a grounder to short. Reddier gets it to first in time. We lose 3 runs on that inning. So here in extras, we need 3 runs from our team, who hasn't scored 3 runs in more than 2 games this season. Dina comes up tense first against Trip Hahn, who's still locked in. He threw 1 pitch, gets out of that one, and Dina Andrews hits one very hard, but right to right field, and Leanna Welch will catch that for out number 1. Sullivan Reddier pulled one down the line for a home run to get the scoring started for this team. And he'll do it again down the left field line, but this one past the third baseman and into the corner. Zeke Noggins will get to it and hold Reddier to a single. But having a good day here as he has a walk, a home run, and a single in 4 plate appearances, I believe. Great speed over at first now. Marv Panther comes up, already has a double today. Sends one to deep center field. This one's not going to get out. It might hit off the wall. It does. Flown Corona plays the carom, and that's going to be another double for Marv Panther. A little bit extra power, and that one's out of here. But it's going to be an RBI double. Marv Panther standing on second base. 1 out for Jack Mars. We're down by 2. Jack is the tying run here at the plate. He takes ball 2 outside. Trip Hahn no longer locked in. Jack down the right field line, but it's going to tail foul and out of play. Big hit there, but he's late on it. 2-1 count. Takes ball 3 high, so favorable spot for him. Gets it down the left field line. This one tails foul as well, so it's going to be full. 1 out. Takes ball 4 at the top of the zone. Tripp can't believe it. Just missed his spot. And now 2 on, 1 out. Tucker Long is tense. 1 for 3 with a double in his last at bat. He's tense after diving to try and make a play down the left or down the right field line and misplaying it, which is not fair. Takes strike 1. Takes ball 1 high. Gets a fastball, but oh man, popped straight up. He's mad at himself as he jogs down the line, and that's going to be caught right behind the plate by Ward Mercury, the catcher. That's out number 2. So tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Vito Cummings has tier 2 clutch. Takes ball 1 high. First pitch Slayer no longer activated. Cummings misses the plate again. I'm sorry. Hahn misses the plate. 3-0 count. Don't give him the green light. Takes strike at the bottom of the zone. Takes ball 4, so Cummings with a nice at-bat. He'll force the bases loaded. Skylar Stewart 1 for 3 with a 2-run homer earlier today. Max pressure. We need 2 to tie. Skylar down the left field line, and it's going to be just foul. Man, good spot there. Good idea. Fouls another one off, so she's quickly down 0-2. Trip Hahn trying to get out of it. And a grounder to short should do it. Roy across the diamond in time ends the game. Below Zeros win 7-5. They should have won this one without having to go to extras. Fortunately, our offense came alive out of nowhere. We ended up scoring 1 in a late rally in the 7th, but it was not enough as we gave up 3. Thanks to our ace pitcher, Crisp Lopside, out of the bullpen. Just so frustrating. Good offense for the below Zeros. You can see a lot of 2-hit days up and down the lineup there. Quiet day for Waller. He gets pulled. Sandoval with a 1 for 4 day, but he ended up getting an RBI. And a big day for V10 as he went 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run, and 2 RBIs. And just giving a little bit of credit to Leanna Welch, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 runs scored. For us, Sullivan Reddier, 2 for 3 at the top of the lineup. I like him being there. He got a home run. He actually reached base 3 out of 4 plate appearances. Marv Panther surprises us. He is 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and an RBI. Jack Mars, 1 for 3 with a walk, scored a run. Tucker Long had a nice RBI double, his first hit of the his career. Foster goes 1 for 2 with a run scored and then gets pulled for Cummings, who worked a walk. Stewart, nice hit from her in the DH spot. She goes 1 for 4 and she gets a 2-run homer. And then that's about it. Vayman 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. That wasn't good. Hendricks 0 for 1 before getting pulled for Forrest Ponce. 1 for 2 day for him, and a stolen base kind of helps maybe show us that there's some life from him. We'll have to find out. Nola East, she goes 3 1/3. She was cruising for a while. She gave up 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs, 2 home runs, and 4 strikeouts. Donovan came in, went 1 1/3, giving up 2 hits and a run. Parker got clean through pretty much an inning clean with 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. And then Trip Hahn almost blew it. 1 1/3 with 2 hits, 2 walks, and 1 earned run. On the other side, Jess Trujillo, another bad start to the game, and then some decent recovery. She gives up 4 runs in the first 2 innings and then goes 5 1/3. But pretty clean after that. 9 hits, 3 strikeouts. Did give up a home run. Chris Blopside gets the loss. 1 1/3, he gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, all in the 7th inning. struck out 2, and then Jericho House gives up 2 hits, walks 1, gets 1 out. So he did not pitch very well either. Sullivan gets the number 1 spot. Love to see that. V-Tent number 2 and Skylar Stewart number 3. You'd think we won this one, but nope. Of course we didn't. We're the favorites. That's favorites baseball. All right, so we continue to struggle. Between these two, who's going to get the mojo boost? I'm going to give it to Tucker. Tucker is younger, and Dina's not likely to be back next year. I need to give the loyalty boost here to Jack Mars because he's at 56 right now, and I need to make sure that he stays on this team. Between the two of them here, I don't like either, but I'll give it to Case for his flexibility and more defensive-minded player. And that's it for manager moments. So we look at 4 games back behind the Burglars. Burglars and Dive Bombers competing for the number 1 spot in the Fire division. We are 1-6 with a minus 13 run differential. Protectors in the Earth division sitting at 6-2. I believe that's who we play next, if it's not the Burglars. Outlaws were handed their first loss. They're 7-1, still the best team in the league right now. Not the best run differential, but the best record for sure. Good competition between the Bone Chills and the Sewer Sneaks over there in the Air division as well. Burglars are our next opponent, which is going to be, look at that, Jane Bolgar on the Burglars. That's pretty funny. Jane is going to be the pitcher that we see for the Burglars. Has not given up a run yet, an earned run. God, this is going to be an ugly game, isn't it? Homer Harden will get his first start for the favorites. Us sitting at 1-6 against the 5-2 Burglars. This is probably going to be a pretty ugly game. Let's see what happens since the game ended. All right, so development for Forrest, maybe. Development for Vaneman. Development for Homer Harden before his first start would be nice. Development for Chris Lopside, but has a chance to lose his velocity or his elite curveball. I don't know if that's worth it. We see Cora Bobbert get signed and replaced for Tex Ware. Tex being 26, third baseman with noodle arm. I don't think that's one I'm interested in. Kimila Lawrence with a nice little boost to her velocity, so that's nice to see. Colby Foster with some development, Asher Garcia with development. So let's head over there, see what we're going to do. I want to boost his loyalty and give him as much development as I possibly can. He's our ace. He's our captain. He's our number 1 player. So let's go ahead and do this one for him. It's just a straight 1 velocity and 2 accuracy. So he gets the boost up to 99 loyalty. So love to see that. Chris Flopside, I am not giving him this elite curveball chance to lose it. So no risking that one. Contact for Vaneman, minus 1 speed. Chance to play all positions on the infield and outfield. Sure, why not? He's 24. If he hits on one of these big contact rolls, maybe that'll help him. It does. He gets plus 8 contact on this one. That's huge. He does not get the boost to his secondary position, but we'll take him going up to a C. Contact getting a lot better. So as an average player, we love to see that. Colby Foster with a chance to gain some arm and a chance for volatile, which I don't really care for, but we'll take the opportunity for him to get a little bit better. And does he get volatile? No, he does not. So he gets plus 3 arm. That's always helpful. He's more of a defensive-minded right fielder, which is okay with me. And then Homer Harden. Yeah, why not? Let's give you a little accuracy boost. Let's see if we can get you a 5th pitch. Let's see if we can get you the clutch trait. Does not get the accuracy. Chance for clutch. He'll get that. Tier 2 clutch now on the 4th starter. And he'll get the 5th pitch. So he gets a fork ball to add to his repertoire, his arsenal. 2 fastballs, 3 off-speed pitches. Now we just need to get that junk and velocity up a bit. But look at that. He comes onto the team and immediately gets a big boost. Now let's do this one for Forrest Ponce, where he'll get a power and contact boost and a chance to gain consistent, which with how he's been struggling, that's not necessarily a good thing. Won't get the bonus power. Can he get the bonus contact? He does not get that. And last one for the consistent trait, he does not get that either. So slight boost to his hitting capabilities. He'll get a loyalty boost as well. But yeah, we have the money to spend. We might as well spend it. And I think that paid off. We hit on one, two, three of those bonus opportunities. Two of them on Homer Harden alone. So that's nice to see. Taking a look at the pool here, we're going to hold off on any of these other guys. Again, just looking for players that we might consider. I thought about Larry Butters. Reason I didn't go for him is the four-seam curve, cut fastball and changeup mix. Just not a very good one. Not a lot of movement on those pitches that I would feel comfortable with, plus his very bad accuracy. Anyone else that I might be interested in? There's really no good pitch. See, Aspen would be somebody I'd be interested in bringing in if we were competing. We're definitely not, so I'm going to pass. Any other... See, same thing with Emmeline Merritt. I like seeing that elite curveball, but not valuable for us at 31. Dub McMahon was somebody I would want to bring in if we were on the Outlaws still. See, Ruby is 21, but she's competitive, and so that's why we can't bring her in. And I think Dainty Angeles, another competitive player, so we can't bring him in. Plus, he's got 8 accuracy. And then I think that's about it. We don't want to bring in Bertha with Meltdown. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Wow, that was rude of me for all of you. I apologize. I won't let it happen again. Poppy Bruno, not bad, but 4-seam, 2-seam, and a changeup, not a good mix there. Plover Day, we already saw him. So, yeah, there's not really anybody in here. Definitely not going to spend more money unless it's for a player that we want to see stay on this team. But where do we go from here? After the next game, I will go ahead and take a look at the league leaders so we can see what's going on there. We'll take a look at team stats. But it's looking ugly, folks. We have some games that are pretty ugly losses, but man, look at this. We lost 4-2. That was close. Lost 3-2, 2-1, 7-5. We've lost a lot of close games. The only win we've seen so far is Cumulo Lawrence against the Rippers in episode 2. Yeah. We're going to get through this one against the Burglars. It's going to be ugly. We're going to have to watch it, and then we'll be heading into the back half of the season, hoping to maybe just see some more development occur for these players and seeing if we can find anything to be hopeful for going forward. That's all that I have for you. I appreciate you guys bearing with us this season, but again, it's a challenge of trying to develop where we are finding a team is not very good. So we'll see how the rest of the series plays out. I'll definitely plan to stick around for more than 3 seasons with the favorites if we are still working through a rebuild. I won't just bail on this team until we can find some success. The reason I bailed on the Outlaws so quickly was 3 straight seasons going to the championship. We only won 1 ring, but it was still worth moving on just to shake things up a little bit. So thanks for bearing with us. Hopefully we'll see brighter things ahead. But thank you so much. I'll talk to you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.